A real fortified door. Let's walk this way this time. What's poppin', people? It's Dante, and today I'm filming with the GoPro Mini 1080p 30 FPS exported to 720p for that crispy HD small file size quality. And today I'm thinking about some stuff. Firstly, Spartan mindset, right? Spartans, move, right? Let's go. Hut 2, 3, 4, fucking cock your shoulders back, head up. You know, when you're talking with somebody, make eye contact, right? Look straight into their soul. If they're wearing sunglasses or if they're wearing a sort of like AirPod, headphone, whatever's, I say actually just smile, nod, and just move on. Don't even engage. At this point, people with AirPods and sunglasses, they don't exist to me, right? They're just agents of the Matrix. But the Spartan mindset is interesting, right? Like, you could study books, you could sit behind the computer screen and learn about stoicism, learn about all this kind of stuff, philosophy, whatever. But if you're not actually out in the world and like practicing this, or just engaging in physical life itself, whether it's weightlifting, walking, etc., then yeah, you're not really doing anything. I feel like you have to learn in the physical world through practice, through fucking up, through making mistakes, through pain, right? If you do something wrong, right, you'll have a painful response, and it's usually a sign to do something different, right? In terms of like weightlifting and stuff, I haven't been able to weightlift because the gyms are closed, and they just opened in September, so for the month of August everything closes down. But for the month of August or September, they're open. And I went into the gym, the guy looked at my shoes, and he wouldn't let me he wouldn't let me lift. So I'm just saying, fuck it, I'm not participating. I'll just bust out push-ups and stuff like that wherever I am. So I think you have to make your own ethics when it comes to street photography. Right, like you're ultimately the deciding factor of what you can do, what you can't do. Molto bello cane.
Grazie.
Il lupo.
No, è un lago.
Look, I don't know if that's appropriate to say in Italian, right? The lupo. You know, they say like bocca la lupo. You know, something like the mouth of the wolf. The sort of saying about, or like the mythology of Rome is Romulus was raised by a she-wolf and would drink the milk from the wolf, and You actually can see it here, where Romulus and his brother, I believe, they were raised by the she-wolf and became big and strong and then founded Rome. Not really too familiar with the whole mythology, but that is something, right? Raised by a wolf, right? That saying, raised by a wolf. I was raised by a wolf, right? Untamed, wild. You know, I think it's a good thing to be wild. It's a good thing to be a little bit crazy, right? In today's day and age where everyone's trying to be so polished and so perfect, you know, smile for the camera. Yeah, I think it's better to embrace the imperfection of yourself, of life, etc. Sort of just roll with it. The sun is up, right? The sun is up. The sun will set. The clock will tick. But isn't time just an illusion? Right? Wake up, go to work. It's 9 a.m. Come home, it's 5 p.m. You know, you're on the clock. The alarm goes off. You know, I'm starting to think that drinking 1 liter of water before bed, it's the perfect alarm clock. I wake up exactly at 7 a.m. every time, get into bed around 9 p.m., fall asleep around 10 perhaps, something like that. Yeah, I think trying to fall asleep before 10 p.m. it's a good thing. We want to strive for at least 10 hours of sleep. I really do believe that that's necessary. But to exist outside the passage of time, where I don't even know what day it is. What's today? What time is it? I don't know. I'm not paying attention. Through the art of walking and observing and photographing and creating something out of nothing, using the digital technology that we have with the nice, small, compact Ricoh GR cameras, I believe it's a possibility to exist in a way where time doesn't really affect us. Where not only do we make these photographs and memories that can last a lifetime and generations into the future, but the act of moving your body is combating your death, is combating time itself, where you're existing outside of the timeline and you're creating your own timeline, right? But to combat that death, to embrace death and to not be fearful of it, I believe starting the day with the cold shower and sort of shocking your body with that immediate pain that you feel, right? It's painful when you go into a freezing cold shower. You feel that the sensation run down your spine. You gotta bang your chest and get in there. I think that's a part of modernity that's missing, where we're not taught to be brave as much anymore. We're not taught to like embrace bravery and courage. So by waking up in the morning and throwing yourself into a cold shower, you're actually able to armor yourself. I like to say you armor yourself, or you shield yourself with the armor of God. And you embrace that death, where pain isn't even a big deal, right? Where, I mean, when you die, you probably feel the pain for a split second and then you're gone, and then you don't feel it anymore. The gladiators, they had to learn how to die, and to learn how to die with bravery and honor. So I think, look, I look at war and, you know, ogni giorno è una battaglia per la tua mente. Every day's a war, every day's a battle for your mind. But it's more of a metaphor, where it's a spiritual war. But also, I do believe that it's a good thing to be aggressive and to be bold, but to be nice and to smile and to be cheerful and to engage with life and to be playful, but be ready to be confronted or confront, but always be smiling, and always, I think at the end of the day, kill people with kindness, right? For petty things, where if somebody gives you shit, joke back with them, give them shit, or just brush it off, laugh about it, make friends with them and move on. But to be a joyful gay monster, right? I'm a gay monster. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. And brighter is better, right? All blue, bright blue. You know, brighter is better, where I think that in a world where emo culture runs rampant, and maybe most people are more antisocial, I think in Europe people are more open to conversation and take things differently than America maybe. But in general, the whole emo thing, yeah, in order to combat it, you have to change yourself and the way that you dress, the way that you behave. I'm always the brightest one in the room. Ciao. Forward. Okay. Grazie. Got the Illy cold brew for the first time. I actually haven't had this yet. It's nice. Not bad. Whoa. I am a klutz with beverages. I swear to God, I just like, I don't like, it's so small. Like I just like this thing is just so tiny, and like I feel like I can just crush this with like my pinkies, like. But in terms of photography, photography is to become, right? Photography is merely to exist outside the passage of time, where it's the closest thing to not existing, okay? Photography is a way to abstract reality, and at the end of the day, we're just curious about what reality will manifest to be in the photographs that we create, right? I believe this. I believe that the idea of photography needs to change, where we're not interested in making these perfect pictures. We're not interested in making these things that impress people or go on a gallery wall. We're merely creating memories for ourselves, and we're making it so that when we set out into the world, we engage with life and we observe the details, and we go slow and we let life flow, and we're open to whatever the chaos brings. For everyday life is where I will be, and I will be forever singing on the street, dancing and playing, as the goal is to remain curious. The goal is to remain curious and to have a childlike perspective until the day you die, right? For we are all children of this world. And to be born an artist is to be born into the world where everybody has the power and everybody has the gift to create and to make, but then we're programmed not to, right? So I want to stay in that state of creation. I want to stay in that state of production, in a world where consumption and consumerism fuels the soul through the possessions that we own. At the end of the day, these things that you own, they own you, right? You're only free once you're open to losing everything, right? You're only free once you free your mind. So think beyond, look into the future, look into the distance and gaze and ponder, as thinking is to become. But I believe that you can only clearly think when you have a clear body and a clear mind and a clear soul. And to clean yourself and to cleanse yourself is through fasting, is through eating meat, is through the carnivore diet, is through lifting weights and walking in the physical flesh, and to interact and to stare at people in their eyes and to look into their souls. But when they have sunglasses, just smile, right? Sunglasses, you just smile, you just nod, right? We don't engage with the sunglasses. We engage with humans in the physical flesh with two eyes that allow the sun to go into their soul. But to have a clean body and to have peak physiological health, where nothing can stop you, nothing can break you down, where you are a warrior, where you are a Spartan, right? Once you're strong physically, you can say no. Once you're strong physically, you can decide what you want in your life, to subtract more, to get rid of more superfluous things from your life, delete more apps from your phone, right? Shed more friendships if you need to, right? Don't drink, don't smoke, don't do all the silly, foolish things that most people engage in and say that, oh, it's okay, it's everything in moderation, right? I'm just here to enjoy. No, we're not here to enjoy. We're not here to be happy. We're here to be more courageous and be more strong. For it's the duty of man to carry out the strength and the courage through our physical bodies. And then, once you have that strength, I believe that you can start to think clearly and actually formulate your own philosophy and your own way of thinking. And you'll have courage, and you'll have self-confidence and abundance of self-confidence, where you're overly masculine, you're overly courageous, you're overly confident with everything that you do. And I believe it's only then that we can create our peak art, our peak creations, where once everything in your body is figured out, you will then have clear thoughts and a clean soul.